वो दिन कितने प्यारे थे, ये दिन भी कितने प्यारे हैं। तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे, तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे। बाबा अब भी साथ हमारे हैं।
आज बाप दादा अपने सने भावना मूर्त आत्माएं और ज्ञान स्वरूप योगी आत्माओं को देख। दोनों प्रकार की आत्माएं बाप की प्रिय और दोनों ही बाप से अपने अपने यथा स्नेह और भावना उसी परमान वार्धक्य फल वर्षे के अधिकारी ज्ञान स्वरूप योगी तो आत्माएं अपने शक्ति परमान बाप के समीप समान सर्व शक्तियों की अनुभूति का वर्षा प्राप्त कर रहे। दोनों ही प्राप्ति स्वरूप है, लेकिन दोनों के प्राप्ति में अंतर है। स्नेह और भावना मूर्त बचे सदा भावना के कारण याद में रहते हैं, बाप से प्यार का अनुभव करते हैं, शक्ति का भी अनुभव भावना के फल के स्वरूप में करते हैं। लेकिन सदा और सर्व शक्तियां ज्ञान स्वरूप योगी तो आत्माएं सदा सर्व शक्तियों की अनुभूति द्वारा सहज विजयी बनने का विशेष अनुभव करते, समानता का अनुभव करते। दोनों प्रकार के बच्चे वृद्धि को प्राप्त कर रहे, सदा अचल अटल स्थिति का अनुभव योगी तो आत्माएं करते। बच्चे Sadhu.
Om Shanti, Maryada Purshottam, being loving to the Father. Now, in order to become Maryada Purshottam in a second, be loving all the time. Be loving to the Father, that is, constantly take the Father's cooperation through which anything difficult will become easy. The face of the one you love would constantly be visible through your face. He would not experience any hardship in observing any of the codes of conduct. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today is day 4. Maryada Purshottam. Be loving to the Father. So today we will take the third Maryada, observing celibacy. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Om Shanti. Amazing, right? What Baba is saying, to have a balance between bhavana and embodiment of knowledge. Both are important. Bhavana, that is our loveful feelings for Baba. Bhavana, I think you all understand, it's not just pure feeling, but it's more my love. And because of love, I have bhavana. So it's not only bhavana in God, but it could be amongst ourselves, no? If we find someone, words are helping me, increasing my courage or helping me in success, so my bhavana is towards that soul. But in Patha Bhakti, we didn't know God. We had faith in God. We had bhavana, but without knowledge. Now it is with introduction of Baba, knowing Baba, I have my bhavana in Baba. And Baba saying, yoga based on love, not just through intellect, but it's also from my heart and intellect both. And that is why love and then relationship, the connection, yoga with Baba. Both have attainments. Those who have bhavana, they get power also, but they don't get all the powers. Yogi and knowledgeful soul gets all the power. And those who are knowledgeful, it's understood they are very close to Baba. And because they have all the powers, Baba says they are always victorious. Solo as bhavna might sometimes, they do get cooperation, but they might not be able to be victorious. But those who are knowledgeful or their yoga is based on love, yogi souls, they will be victorious. And because of the victory, they will be unshakable and immovable. That's the final result. Whatever happens, they are not shaken externally or internally. Because there are certain situations where you get internally moved, right? Sometimes sorrow could appear, sometimes it could affect my main spirit, right? Unshakable is external situations. So that's what really Baba wants us to do, right? And this whole Murli for this week, we will look into the balance of bhavna and knowledgeful and yogi souls. And then just to have love with one Baba and not touched by any attraction of the body, whether it is my own body or anyone's body. Because even if there is subtle attachment or attraction, we cannot have just love with one, but also the quality of celibacy, where someone will say, oh, my intellect, my mind never went to any human being. Human beings means body, right? So that is why to become Purushottam also you need love with one. And in love, what happens, right? We think of that person. We speak about that person. We do everything based on direction of that person. That's true love, isn't it? Baba says those who have love, they get a lot of cooperation. And when they get cooperation, they find everything becomes easy. It's very good point to think about that. If I'm able to do everything easily, it's very hard, it's very difficult. Those words don't appear. That means you are receiving cooperation of your true love with Baba. So brahmachari here is that true love for Baba. No attachment of any kind from my heart to a person or an object, that it is with one Baba. So think of celibacy as love for just one. We did take up brahmachari and brahmachari. So we won't go into that detail, but we will connect with love. Even in your dream, it will be just Baba whom you love. When you are eating food, you eat in Baba's company. Whatever we do it in Baba's love, Baba's remembrances. I am seeing that step of brahmacharya where I am untouched. That quality of purity I think many of us keep aim to reach to that stage where I am celibate in thoughts, words, attitude, in all different ways. So that could be love, that could be celibacy, but also, when there is this quality of purity, there is closeness with Baba. You feel very close. And Baba said, kind of equal to Baba. When Dadi Janki will climb on that stage to sit next to Baba, you think everyone can do it. But it's her purity that helped her to have that much confidence that she can go and sit so close to Baba. Because Baba's vibrations, presence was so pure, so powerful. But Daddy felt so close that she will go physically sit next to Baba, not only in awareness, but in practical also. So now we cannot do that physically, so Baba doesn't come. But at least through our awareness, sit next to Baba. Dadi Janki used to say, what is yoga? Go sit next to Baba. Not connection, just closeness. So tomorrow we will start our Amrit Vela with all the love, that closeness, and we sit next to Baba. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, everyone. We will wait for Didi to come back.
Hello. Om Shanti.
Mohini Didi. I love this image that you gave of Dadi Janki, that how pure the soul must be to, with so much authority, go and sit next to Baba. I was wondering, when do you think, so the Dadi started making effort in the 1930s, like late 30s, right? So when do you think they achieved this, where Dadi could just say, oh, I'm going to go sit next to Baba? And that is all yoga is. I just go sit next to Baba. How long do you think it took them to come to that stage?
How long it took?
When they first came, I'm sure they weren't like that, Didi, right? They weren't born pure. They also made effort and became pure.
During Brahma Baba's time, they used to walk with Baba, go out with Baba, sit and eat with Baba. But I never saw them, that close. Yeah, at least I saw them holding Baba's hand. And everyone can't hold even Baba's hand,
Right, right.
because I know that the current of purity in Baba, when I was once I was hosting Brahma Baba at one of the students' home. So some early mornings Baba will come and I will be up, and then he will hold my hand and take me around for certain things to be decided for morning class. So I still have those feelings and the sensation of, and then of course, Avek Bab Dada. All dadis, I think it's their purity, their awake stage, and
I'm really curious. How was the sensation of holding Baba's hand? And was this in Delhi? Was this in Delhi?
In Delhi, yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, Delhi. You know, even dadis sometimes they are walking and they hold your hand, and I think the current, that purity, one could feel. That is why celibacy is not just the action or abstinence of that action, but actually it is very, very subtle, total purity where even you are not kind of attached to your body, or because that means you have to somewhere forget your body. That's why you could come close. But if you are aware of your body, then I think it takes time. I could say too from my experience that even Dadi Prakashmani, was very loving, but when we will go, we will shake our hand with Dadi, meet that way. But it never happened that I went and kind of hugged Dadi or, you know, it was basically just giving hand in hand. But that was also very good, yeah. So I don't know why you're asking this question. Are you thinking of when you will be ready or?
No, I was thinking that I wanted to feel that. I wanted to feel the way Dadis felt. I wanted to feel how Dadi Janki felt sitting with that, that innocence and that authority with which she sat with Baba.
You can do it in subtle form now. What you do tomorrow, Amrit Vela, just say, Baba, I want to sit next to you and feel that closeness, and see what experience you have, then you can share with us tomorrow.
Okay. So you were talking about the Murli in the beginning, and you were saying that the unshakable, immovable stage is the final stage. Do you feel that's our final stage? That finally, is that what we are aiming for? Complete purity and unshakable and immovable?
I think most of the time, but Baba says in the end. So it depends on what kind of circumstances will there be, what circumstances are here. I could just feel, yes, unshakable, immovable. But what will be future? But aim is that's what one has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Have all the powers, be victorious, and remain unshakable and immovable. So I think we all have to aim for that now.
Mm-hmm. Right. The other question I had is, you said that purity is really not even being attracted to the body. How does it come, this attraction to the body? Because I was trying to think about it. Like, I can understand it being trapped in someone else's name and form, but how does attraction to the body come?
It's a kind of, body consciousness, no?
Mm-hmm.
And body consciousness is, I think, it could be your personality, it could be your nature, it could be what I am. Oh, I love what I am, my
Right,
being.
like an arrogance. Okay.
Yeah, subtle arrogance of the body in some form.
Right.
Whether it's your education, whether it could be your giving talk, but it's like what you do through the actions, what you like,
Oh,
and then you say, oh, I love to do this. I do this very good. I'm very good in doing that. But all that is also what we're doing is through the body. So
right.
not to have those thoughts.
Like impurity is even to think, oh, I'm giving a good talk, or I'm giving a better talk than someone else, or something like that.
There is a saying that when you are expecting the result of something, you did it and you're expecting the result. So that expecting the result also is a kind of, attraction or so always do it. And then, yeah, so recently I was listening to someone's experience that what you forget you have done good is the charity. But when you remember and you repeat it, I did this, I was so good with these people. When you repeat your elevated action, it has very limited result, you know.
Right.
So I think free from the expectations and the result of what we did through our awareness is a subtle way of body consciousness has to be removed completely.
Okay. Good. It's a high destination. This whole idea of like really subtle body consciousness, now, like the arrogance of something that, oh, I have this virtue or this power, or even that is not purity. Yeah.
Because purity, you have to be natural, right? In this, as much pure you are, that much natural you are. No, like we have products, you know, all natural products. They are very clean and pure.
Mm-hmm.
Or you feel very natural, not like uh, what good I do, but that's what I have to do, right? So I should be naturally very, very charitable, loving, kind, compassionate, you know, so that's not body consciousness. It has to be, so purity also has to be natural purity.
Right.
And that's what dadis had, you know, very natural purity. It's not they were making any efforts for purity. So I think when there is love for Baba, then our purity also will keep increasing and we will feel close to Baba, no?
Right. So, Didi, when did Brahma Baba or Shiv Baba through Brahma Baba start talking about celibacy? Right from the get-go, like right in 1936, he said Om Shanti, not Om Shanti. He started Om Mandali, he said, okay, all of you need to be pure.
Baba talked of purity, you know, but we use the word brahmacharya. Baba always said purity because it's not just one vice, you know.
Right, right.
Because they all are connected, right? Baba always says when there is lust, there is anger, because when desires are not fulfilled, and then there is attachment and greed. So Baba always talked of purity, be holy and be yogi. In that holiness, one is brahmacharya. It's not only brahmacharya, but Baba talks about purity. And so when there is soul consciousness, the purity definitely has celibacy as our principles, you know. So Baba, from very beginning, and then when he was giving the knowledge of the soul, then purity comes in a very natural way, right?
Right.
Soul consciousness is purity.
Right.
From very first day. And that is where when people start living pure, there was a lot of, you know, resistance and a lot of people were against it. How is that possible? So it was also, they were detached also, right? How they were able to renounce and leave their homes and families. And also greed, you know, every vice.
Right, right. Really are heroes, all the dadis, because they did it, you know, they did it with so few limited resources. It was not like any dadi could say, oh, I'm going to go get a job. They couldn't do that. But now we can say that I'm going to go get a job if you know, that like there isn't that kind of dependency now. And still some people find it. But Didi, I was thinking about one thing. I remember throughout my Brahmin life, all the times when I came in front of you, when I came in front of the dadis, the drishti I got, the interaction I had was so important for my purity. I don't know if I would be here if I didn't have that kind of very elevated drishti from all of you, very elevated interaction from all of you. And I was wondering, what about the souls that come now, where most of their Brahman life is on Zoom? What about them?
That's what you all have to do now. That's what you all have to do. Have such purity that anyone who takes drishti, they could feel the current and they could feel what is true purity. Because when we live pure life, then others should have that experience. And many people, like, they talk about peace, they talk about, so they should have that experience from our drishti. So when they have that experience, it will be easy for them, kind
So
of.
this drishti could be even on Zoom, like even if you don't see them actually.
Yeah, I heard it does, because some of them write their experiences, and it is so important for them to get drishti. And it's Zoom, no? Because so whenever, like, we don't have 3 minutes of drishti sharing or meditation, they say that, oh, we want that. We really want. So someone was asking me, uh, he didn't know that I could see everyone and I could. So, oh, do you really see me? Because I do feel it. So people do get this also through the Zoom, the power of purity.
That's nice. That's nice. It's a good aim to really have that. Even today, Baba in the Murli was talking about that. Like, real honesty is to have those pure feelings for everyone, not miss out anyone. And maybe our feelings also will go to everyone. It's not just the drishti, but the drishti filled with feelings. Thank you, Didi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Be loving to the Father. Maryada Purshottam, be loving to the Father. Now, in order to become Maryada Purshottam in a second, be loving all the time. Be loving to the Father, that is, constantly take the Father's cooperation through which anything difficult will become easy. The face of the one you love would constantly be visible through your face. He would not experience any hardship in observing any of the codes of conduct. Om Shanti.
Maryada Purshottam. Be loving to the Father. Now, in order to become Maryada Purshottam in a second, be loving all the time. Be loving to the Father, that is, constantly take the Father's cooperation through which anything difficult will become easy. The face of the one you love would constantly be visible through your face. He would not experience any hardship in observing any of the codes of conduct. मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम, बाप के स्नेही, मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम बनने के लिए सदा के स्नेही बनो। बाप का स्नेही बनना अर्थात सदा सहयोग प्राप्त होना। जिससे मुश्किल बात सहज हो जाती है। जो सदा स्नेही होंगे उनकी सूरत से सदा स्नेही की मूरत प्रत्यक्ष दिखाई देंगी। उन्हें कोई भी मर्यादा पालन करने में मेहनत का अनुभव नहीं होगा। ओम शांति। Om Shanti Avakti Parivar. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Shirin Ben. That was wonderful. Chit chat, question answer. I think it's many things gets clear, no? So of course we get many experiences in email saying that how it's beneficial when they really take drishti and let you all know that yes, Didi see each one of you. When you have camera on, she's able to see each one of you and share drishti with each one of you. So it's a wonderful family being together every day. So now let's fly to Madhuban, right? So welcome to a Vyakti journey, Shantivan, where lives become as valuable as diamonds.
Ever ready? तो जो भी आए हैं वो मधुबन के श्रृंगार।
जिसमें खुशबू रूहानी थी प्यारी, देखा माली अपने गुलशन में। ओ एक बाबा मिले मधुबन में, शिव
सुनो, दादी ने कहा है बाबा के मेरे बच्चों को आइसक्रीम खिलाना। आइसक्रीम
बड़ा कर आपका अच्छा लगा ना, अच्छा लगा कर अपना तो अभी भी आते रहना। तुमको सुन कम सुन, बहुत अच्छा।
Om Shanti, Avikti Parivar. Did you all eat ice cream? Or just saw and felt? I tell you, this ice cream is the most tasty, delicious ice cream in the world. So when you go to Shantivan, you must eat the ice cream. Okay? It's so sweet and so tasty. Yeah, we want to eat now, but just enjoy in subtle way right now. But when we go there, we can eat. Anyway, thank you so much. It was lovely to go to ice cream department. And before ice cream, we already had our medicine because we went to dispensary and then we went to ice cream department. So everything was okay, right? So let you all know that this whole campus was Shantivan. What we saw, I think it was almost 2-3 weeks we had been going in Shantivan. Now what is going to happen is like the same campus, but then it is a little bit outside Shantivan. It's like 1 mile or something like that. So there are many different lands were bought and there are many different things had been constructed. So we are around Shantivan. What we will see next will be around Shantivan, but they are part of, in a way, Shantivan. So that will continue further. So we'll keep enjoying our Madhuban trip, right? Anyway, now let's, tomorrow is Monday, so we'll have our regular schedule. Let's remember Baba and take the Drishti from Didi. Om Shanti. Don't forget to turn on your video. It's very important. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Om Shanti. Good night.